Hey there, we're back. It's the first episode of Sounds Like Adventure for the new year. How are ya? We are just deep in the business of getting ready for Season 5 of Sounds Like Adventure, where we will return to the world of Ethel Grove, our homebrew D&D setting. That will all kick off in March of this year, but we've got a lot to keep you company before then. This week, we'll kick off a brand new short campaign on the Twitch channel. We'll be a group of established adventurers, and we've taken a job at the Grand Library of Grish. So the people from the library are concerned about the safety of their magical tomes, which are about to face an unknown threat. We are so excited for this one, so make sure you don't miss it this Thursday on the Sounds Like Adventure Twitch channel. But for today's episode, today we're starting a short series showcasing a one-shot we did last year. I'm DMing this one, and the players are Jazzy, Derek, Jacob, and Kess. So the characters for this story are all teens who live in a village just outside of the city of Ethel Grove. They've snuck out at night, and they're currently floating down a river toward a strange cave. What do they find when they get there? Let's find out. The canoe drifts down the river. The sound of the forest of Maya, shrouded in darkness, echoes around you. The single lantern illuminates the small canoe. Inside are the four of you. So let's start out by introducing your characters. Who are you and what do you look like? So Kess, let's start with you.
All right. Well, I am Primrose Hellwell. I'm probably sat at the very far back of the canoe. I'm a tiefling. I've got kind of palish blue skin and bright yellow eyes and little baby horns. I'm just a little teenager. I'm still coming into it. And I think my tail is curled up and I'm kind of just fidgeting with it, kind of like you would pick your nails, just kind of playing with the very tippy prong of my tail.
Jacob.
Becky is, I would say, quite tall for her age, but blonde hair, sort of pale blue eyes, half elf, and she's very well kept and prim and proper pretty much all of the time, and probably sitting right by Primrose. They're probably doing a little gossip in the back of the canoe.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Derek.
Quarian is an elf, 56 years of age. That's like adolescent for a... That was a tough time trying to find out what an elf teen is. That was the average I found out on. Typical like blonde hair, kind of like bit floofy, side swept, comes down, not quite past his eye, just kind of like just hits his eyebrow. Blue eyes, and he'll be sitting at the front of the boat, twirling an arrow in his hand.
And Jazzy.
So I am playing Willow the Wisp, and she is I think about 5'3" tiefling. She's a bit short. She has like curly, like white hair that she's tied back into like I would say neat ponytail, but her hair is just so frizzy that it's just not neat at all. She's like Becky, she's relatively like well put together appearance-wise. She's wearing like trench coat, button up, has a big scarf on her. And she has like dark blue skin. Her skin is like littered with pale white freckles. And also, like the majority of the group, she also has blue eyes. So I guess that's a trend now.
Prim is not like the other girl.
She's not like other girls. And she's sat at the front, probably very eagerly, just like staring ahead.
Great. So the situation's kind of spooky. You guys are adrift in this canoe on this sort of like dark, moonless night. You've snuck out from your homes. You're not usually doing this kind of thing. So maybe Willow, how are you feeling about this whole thing that you're going through right now?
She is so nervous. She's not used to breaking rules. She's that sort of person. She's very a stickler of the rules. This is probably the first time she snuck out. She's kind of shaking a little just from thinking about disappointing her mom and dad, but she's fully committed. So
So now the boat continues to drift along the river. So can we start out by getting our first roll here? Can I get perception checks from you guys?
absolute.
You may.
Thank you.
16 from Quarian.
19 from Willow.
That would be a 25. Oh, a 16.
25.
Easy
Prim.
mistake.
And then it's a 14 from Becky.
Great. There we go. So Jazzy, you take the number on the left there, by the way, not the number on the right. You only take
7.
The second number only comes into play
Okay.
if it's an advantage roll. These are just
I
showing
see.
all
I
rolls
see.
as advantage.
I see. 7. She's not perceiving anything.
Great. So, Quarian and Primrose, you guys notice, well, I guess first you kind of remember the sounds of the forest. And, they were so loud a few moments ago. There's frogs, insects, nightlife, but now there's just nothing but silence. And the sound of the water sloshing against the boat as you guys continue along down this river. And the boat continues, and eventually your destination comes into view. So you guys grew up in the village of Merk. It's a short boat trip from Ethel Grove, and it's a village of the forgotten, basically. There's tieflings, orphans, and those with secrets in this village. And you could see the lights of the city from through the marshes at night. But you were forbidden to go there. And you guys know that nearby your village is a cave. And it's said that if a person visits this cave on a night like this and braves what's inside, they'll have the opportunity to have a wish granted. And the 4 of you are sick of your lives in the village, and you've come to claim your wishes. So, Corian, this was your idea to come on this journey. How did you find out about this cave? Well, you all knew about the cave. How did you find its location?
It was when I was on a hunt with my brother. So this was I was going to be my first solo hunt. He tasked me to hunt and catch a rabbit. So I was tracking this rabbit, followed it to a little field, and I was there ready, shot primed, ready to go. And then there was a rustling in the bushes, which scared off the rabbit and made my shot go wide. As I went to investigate what it is, I noticed some tracks, which I never knew what those tracks were. I'd never seen anything like that before. And then I followed them, got to a point where the tracks just vanished. And then tried to find it again, and all of a sudden it just says, you just hear a voice, and the voice says, there's my thing. What does it say?
What does it say, Derek? That voice that you hear.
In a silky, soft, beautiful voice. Curious little elf, aren't you? Following tracks of something unknown could get you hurt. To which I replied, I'm sure if you wanted me gone, I wouldn't have gotten this far. The creature laughs. I like you, so I'll let you in a little secret. Down the river, there's whispers of a cave that if found in a night where the moon shimmers and the wind sings, your wish will be granted.
So you heard about this and you convinced these other guys to come along. How do you think you convinced them all to come along this journey?
I reckon being that we're all little like outcasts in the village. We want to escape. We would obviously. Have we known each other for a fair while, like outside a game? Like, how long have we like known each other for?
I think you're all like
Wow.
similar ages. You grew up in this small village, so you probably all know each other super well. Like you're
Yeah.
like basically siblings, but from different families, type of thing.
Yeah. Just
I reckon I would just convince them by. Do you guys want to go on an adventure? Like it's really weird, but I trust this voice I heard.
I don't think Prim is here of her own volition.
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
convinced. Did Rebecca convince Primrose?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Without
I
a doubt.
think-
Becky doesn't want to Prim does not want to be here at all.
I think Rebecca would have been skeptical until the wish was mentioned. I think until the opportunity of a wish and some sort of reward, Becky would not have been involved. So I think that's probably what got her over the line.
And Willow?
Yeah, and Prim is
sorry.
not here by
Yeah.
choice.
And Willow?
I think the premise of a mystery really intrigued her, and she really just wants to solve whatever she doesn't care about a wish. She wants to know why it's there. She wants to know what's happening to why that whole thing is there. Well, a wish would be nice, but the concept of investigating it is what pulled her here.
It's the thirst for knowledge, man's
Thirst for
folly.
knowledge. She wants to be a detective so bad.
So ahead of you guys, the cave looms into view. It seems to glow unnaturally in the darkness. And the cave, from a distance, it almost resembles a skull. And the river flows directly into its open mouth. So, Primrose, you didn't come here willingly. How you feel when this cave looms into view, which is admittedly very scary.
I think Prim just she shuffles in closer to Becky, and she'll go over to Becky and she'll tug on Becky's kind of little cloth, and I bet they have like a friendship necklace or something too as well. And she'll say, "Look, I don't really know if are you sure? Because I'm not scared or anything, but it's not real. You're not, it's just we're here just to make fun of them, right?"
Oh my God, Prim, are you serious? You're supposed to come along because I thought that we could get a wish out of this. I thought we could get something out of old Quarian over here, but no. You just have to complain, don't you?
I know. I'm not trying to complain. I'm I just think that it's just dumb. What are you gonna wish for?
I mean, it's the same as wishing on a star. If I tell you, it probably won't
Like a
come
little
true.
Kid. Like a little kid, Becky.
Absolutely. Have you seen what people can do with magic?
Yeah,
that's very.
I can do magic. What are you trying to say? Just because my sister can do really good magic, and I'm just still learning and I don't have really good control over it. Is that what are you trying are you trying to be mean?
Yeah.
Oh, shut up. I'm sorry. No, you're right. It's not scary, and I bet your wish is gonna be
We'll be
amazing.
fine.
I'm sorry.
Quarian, is this the cave? Or not?
This is the cave, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I got a good feeling about this one.
About time.
So the boat drifts into the mouth of the cave. And as that happens, there's a strong gust of wind. It blows through the cave and it puts out the lantern. And you feel this thick fog roll through. And all of you feel unnaturally afraid in this moment.
Guys, I kind of feel like unnaturally afraid right now.
So you see images in your mind of things that are making you scared in this moment. So Primrose, what do you see? that's making
The
you
state of the
unnaturally
American
scared.
politics. No, I'm kidding. What do I see? What do I see? I think I see distant figures that all look a lot like either my sister or a certain person next to me that I respect and maybe love, but maybe fear.
As you should.
Becky, what do you see?
I think Becky sees a bit of a hulking figure that is covered in sort of brambles and things like that, but shadowed and not quite distinct.
Yeah, me too. Like the same.
Quarian?
What does Quarian see?
Hmm.
This is going to be a bit grim. Quarian sees his own body. Dead. Very young.
It's a really good fear to have in like Faerun or like D&D world fantasy. Like, yeah.
And Willow?
Willow probably sees a ginormous eyeball, just a singular eyeball fixated on her. And the way it blinks at her is so grotesquely
Ugh.
slow, and she can hear the noises. I'm sorry, I've been thinking about this for so long. She can hear like just the squelch of the eyeball as it slowly closes, snaps open, still fixated on her.
Oof.
Yes. I love that. That's awesome. So eventually the fog clears and you come out of this strange moment. And a short distance ahead of you, you see a small pebble beach with a rocky staircase leading up. And the boat slowly drifts onto the shore. The pebbles in the sand part to hold the boat in place. And there you guys are.
So
Are you
this-
guys? Oh, sorry. No, you go. I'm so sorry.
So this is the one, I'm assuming.
This is the one.
No, like this could be
Okay.
someone's house. There's like a staircase, you know. Like...
Willow, you're good with magic. So do you think there's anything magical in there that can grant us this wish?
I mean, like, I could try to see if they have any, but I don't really know if I could and Jack, could she do like an Arcana check maybe? See what the hell's going on, or
Absolutely. Give me a roll.
sweet. I will actually check the right number this time. 14.
All right. A 14 on an Arcana check there. Okay. Yeah. With a 14, you notice that there's something unnatural about the way the water is flowing in this area and how difficult it would be to row against, basically. And you eventually, after looking for it a while, you kind of realize that the water is all flowing to this point. Everything is slowly being pushed to this beach down this river. And you get a strong, like, magical vibe from it. Like there's some type of magic at work doing this.
Okay. I don't know, Beck. I mean, like everything's coming here, you know. I'm really feeling the fact that like everything, the water and like the magic is all like here. So I guess.
Okay, the names are Rebecca.
Sorry.
My
Yeah,
friends,
it's Rebecca.
my friends call me Becky, so
Yeah.
you can call me Rebecca.
Yeah, have some respect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
Becky, did you ask like Poindexter over there, like to do an Arcana check for like, because you know, like I can do it, like like I'm good at magic too, right?
I mean, sometimes your spells work.
You have to like, yeah, no, you're right. You're like, yeah, no, you're right. Like, yeah, get the nerd to do the
Okay,
nerd stuff.
well,
Like, yeah.
If magic doesn't work, Quarian, which way do we go? Do we go in?
Maybe
that
up to
what
the
we
big
do?
staircase. I'm sorry.
So, like, can I make a? Ooh, let's have a look. Can I make a survival just to see, like, if just to double check outside to see if anything is going, like, if anything's gone into the cave or recently?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Give me a survival.
There is a
Oof.
20.
Nice. And what was it specifically you were looking for there?
Just if anything's gone in recently, like if there's any tracks of anything going in there recently, or if there's
So
any.
yeah, with the 20, I think the thing that you'd notice is like a confirmation of what Willow noticed earlier. And you see like there's like small objects coming and washing up on this beach that you're at the moment. So you're like, yes, the water is definitely flowing this way. This is odd. And then you notice that those objects have all sort of lapped up and are just sort of sitting at that point and seem somewhat undisturbed. And you notice that as you guys have walked through, the objects have become disturbed. So based on that, you think no one else has been through this area lately.
Yeah. I'd turn to Rebecca then and be like, I think we just go in. Like, my brother disturbed me before I could actually ask what we do once we get to the cave. So all I know is this cave can grant wishes, apparently. So I reckon we just go in there and have a look and see what happens.
Oh my God, I guess it's like that old saying, you gotta do it yourself. And she'll like push Corian to the side and start walking down the stairs.
Hey, so like, okay, guys. So, what are you gonna like wish for? Just like, I don't know why you guys are so desperate for this, you know?
If
Yeah.
no one's gonna answer
No,
her, Willow
no.
just kind of looks at her. Is like, I'm honestly just kind of here for the mystery. I don't really care.
Yeah, I can tell you what it would be.
Okay, I don't know what that means, but like, thanks.
No,
I
it's
guess.
just like you know, like books and stuff.
Yeah,
Like
books and
Becky always
stuff.
says. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you?
Can I books?
Can you
Sometimes.
books? Can you? I mean,
Can you books?
can you?
I'm known to book on the rare occasion.
I mean, like,
My sister, yeah, she
Mm.
you know, like Killer of the Everbeast, Evangeline, Killer of the Everbeast, yeah, my sister. Yeah, she gave me this book. It was called the Dictionary.
a dictionary?
No, it was different.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it had like every word in like common. It was
Okay.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet
That's-
you've like never heard of it. You don't seem like you
No.
have the most words in your like mouth, you know?
Yeah, no, never. You know, if
Yeah.
that makes
so
you feel
yeah,
better.
like
and,
I love book. I
Yeah.
am book. Book is me. Mhm.
Uh-huh. Cool. Good for you.
I'll go down the staircase. Becky, wait for me.
Okay, great.
Didn't even wait for Corian to answer or anything.
No.
I'll just keep going
She
downstairs.
has dictionary to read.
She brought it with her.
So you start to climb up the staircase.
Oh.
It's roughly carved into the rock and the steps are uneven. Some places you have to like lift yourself up by your hands to be able to climb up to the next level. So can I get athletics checks from everyone now to see how well you're climbing here?
It's an 18 from Rebecca.
I have a -2 and I managed a 0.
That is an 18 from Primrose.
That is an 8
Queen
from
of
Quarian.
Athletics.
Very apt right there. The two who succeeded and the two who failed. Amazing. So just to confirm, Jazzy, you rolled a 0 just now?
Because I have a -2.
Oh, cool.
So I guess I rolled a 2.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay, so
Wait, doesn't it just circle back around and become a nat 20?
that's true. It's an 18. Actually.
Wow.
So Willow and Quarian, the two of you are trying to climb up, and you sort of slip and you catch your chest awkwardly on the rock as you fall down and hit the ground. So each of you is going to take 1d4 of damage here. So can I also get, from the two who failed the check, can I get perception checks?
Seems like there might be, as Primrose would
I got a
say,
5, nat 1.
danger afoot.
I got a
Danger.
21.
Dango foot.
Danger.
There's danger.
foot.
That's what Prim would say. There's danger afoot.
All right. And that one there, Quarian, what's caused you to be distracted as you've hit the ground here?
I think I'm trying to catch up with Becky, trying to take lead, trying to take point, being like the wannabe, almost trying to be a hunter. So I think I was trying a little too fast to catch up. Footing slipped, and I've just ate dirt.
Yep. Maybe taking a little hit to the side of the head, distracted in that sense.
Yeah.
But Willow, you're laying on your stomach and you roll over and you look up at the roof of the cave, or at least where the roof should be. Above you is just kind of like nothing up there.
Okay.
The cave wall kind of just like ends and sort of like vaguely and awkwardly extends into this nothing space.
Okay.
There's just this vague grey void above you guys.
Okay. I don't know how further ahead everyone is, but she stays there, just lying always like, guys, the ceiling's kind of freaky.
Becky would sort of stop and look up and go, "Oh, that's
Not normal.
gross."
Yeah, it's so
Is that-
gross.
Prim, throw a rock at it or something.
Okay. Can I find a rock?
Yeah, sure. You can find a rock. You're in a cave.
Okay.
You're gonna
I will
huck
pick up a
at this
rock.
thing.
Yeah. And I guess I'm gonna like stand straight like this and just pivot directly above me.
Okay, cool. What do we think? What kind of check would this be? How good of a thrower is
Dexterity,
Prim?
maybe?
Is she a good thrower? You got a roll you want to do for this one?
What would you like me to roll, DM?
You're the player. Tell me what you want to roll.
I'm a okay, all right,
what
yeah,
stats
yeah.
you got?
All right.
What kind of character are you?
Persuasion.
I have athletics.
Okay, let's do athletics. I think that makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
Give us
Here
a
we go.
roll.
Oh,
She's not
Yeah.
Just like Ken Griffey Jr. here, just like arm wind up. I think he was a batsman, not a pitcher. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It was an effort. So yeah, you toss this stone up and it goes straight above you and it goes into the void. And you watch it sort of like hit where the edge of the void is, and like if you're paying close attention you would probably notice it like enter the void a little bit and then sort of come back fast.
No,
Sort
I'm
of like-
standing directly underneath it,
Okay.
and I just made a perfect toss.
Yeah, so I think with a 20 you got a chance here to make a move to get out of the way here. So how are you going to do that? What kind of
Who's
describe?
directly next to me?
There's one person obviously who's going to be directly next to you.
Okay, I pull Becky into the line of fire.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so it's going to be an opposed check is what it's going to be here. So
I rolled a nat 20, Jack.
No, you didn't. That's a dirty 20.
That's a dirty
Oh,
20.
it's a dirty 20? I'm
yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's going to be an opposed check here. So how are you pulling her in? What was this?
Well,
look
I would
like?
imagine I'm stood here and I go like that, so I'm kind of, I see it and I grab onto her thinking like, oh, like you'll protect me, and then I realize it's gonna hit me because I look back up, and then I'm like I go to move out of the way, but I'm still holding onto her.
Okay, so it's probably athletics again, probably opposed athletics here.
All right. Let's go.
Oh, come on. Oh,
It's a
I got a
6.
6.
That's a 13 from Becky.
Okay, what's it look like,
All right,
Becky?
fair enough. That checks.
I imagine as she tries to pull Becky away, Becky's like, Prim, don't touch. You know I don't like being touched. And like pulls back and like keeps her in the line of fire.
Okay, great. So you get hit by this rock. I think you're probably going to take another D4 damage here from the rock
fun.
hitting you.
Great.
I'm not imagining you like tossed up a bloody like 200 stone
Boulder.
as high as possible. I hope you didn't.
I think it was just a pebble, probably.
Okay.
I don't want to give myself, like less of a brain than I already have.
Okay, so that happens, and you guys see that happen.
Am I rolling a 1d4 damage?
Yeah, roll your 1d4.
Can I have see if there's any ill effect?
I rolled a 4.
Nice.
Max roll.
Can I see if there's any ill effects to the rock?
There's a bit of blood on it.
Nah.
Is it my blood or from the abyss?
It's your blood.
Okay.
Unless you want to test it some way. Somebody want to taste it. Do you recognize
I do it
Prim's
again.
blood? Becky just sort of like looks sort of across at everyone. It's like, well, I guess that's done with. Moving on, and she'll keep climbing the stairs.
Anyone else doing anything?
Probably try to get up.
Get up.
Just catch up with them.
Yeah.
If Willow manages to get up before Corian, I think she would try to help him up.
You would hit Becky like off in the
Shaking my
background.
head.
You would hit Becky off in the background like, oh my god, guys, hurry up.
Come on, Becky, just my head.
That is Rebecca to you.
Sorry, Rebecca.
Corian, why don't we bring her? She's so annoying.
I don't know. Like, we're good friends. Like, friends stick together.
She's not sticking. Look, she's leaving us behind.
We could probably use the help.
Okay.
So you climb up the stairs for what seems like an eternity. The void is looming over your head the entire time. And you guys sneak a glance every now and then, your mind making you think some creature is about to come swimming out of the grey. But every time you look, it's there, unmoving, watching, unchanged. And eventually you make it to the top of the stairs. And you find yourself in this perfectly circular chamber. And there's a tunnel on the other side of this chamber leading to another chamber. And next to the entrance to that other chamber is a stone bench. And sitting on that bench is a man. He's wearing ordinary peasant clothes. He has a brown robe with an apron. And he doesn't seem to have noticed you guys enter. And he's just sort of staring into space.
Becky walks in the room and finally, someone who probably knows what's going on in this place. Sir, do you know where we go for our wish?
So as you address him, he notices you and his head turns to look at you. And as he does, his face like stays in place over here for like a little while. And then sort of just like swims across over to the front of his normal face. Kind of looks like smoke.
Oh, well, that's gross.
Ooh.
Do you know that your face is like that? Do you think he knows?
So you can't just ask someone that. You can't just ask someone why they're like that.
They're not supposed to do that, don't think.
Yeah, but you don't know that. Like, this could be his house. I told you, like, this is someone's house. I'm sorry, like, Becky, like, you can, but I just think, like, we need to be tasteful. Like, it's not, you know, it's not cool.
So he starts to speak at this point, and his voice is on like kind of a slight delay, like his mouth moves and then you hear it. And his voice kind of like reverberates around the room and sort of like swirls all around you as he speaks. And he says, it's you. We knew you'd come.
Who's we?
We are the threshold. The gatekeeper to the challenges.
No one said anything about Quarian. You didn't say anything about challenges. I just thought I was going to come here and get a wish.
Well, I told you I didn't get to ask any more information about this. I got distracted and then
Why didn't you
thing went
book?
away.
Like, you should have booked.
Okay, well, what are the challenges? I'm sure they're not too difficult.
Oh, Becky, you'll be fine. Like, you're so
Oh,
fine.
I know I will, but I
Like,
have to
you're gonna-
drag you along with me. What are the challenges?
You'll like slay Quinn. Like, yeah. Sorry, it's something my sister said, in the city, like you wouldn't get it.
Prim, everyone's sick of hearing about your sister.
Mm. Mm.
This is like a kind of weird, disconnected delay between you stopping speaking and the figure speaking. And he says, "The challenge is, there are 2 chambers ahead. You must traverse the first chamber to reach the second.
Wow.
Each chamber contains a challenge designed to test the worthiness of the occupants.
Mm.
If you succeed, you will have what you seek."
Hey, Sir Willow, like, do you know, like, if someone's already worthy, like, can we just skip it? Like, yeah.
You know what? Like just a hunch, probably not.
Do you know, sir? How do you judge worthiness? Like that's a pretty vague concept, and I think that it's not really fair to be judged on worthiness. That is dependent on the individual.
Yeah, no, Becky's right. Yeah.
That is very judgmental of you, and I am not here for it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what if we're judged on like how we dress? There's like clearly there's some other people here who like are not going to be worthy.
The challenges will determine your worthiness.
I know Jack wants us to move forward, but I want to beat this dead horse. I'm so bad. But no.
Go on, see.
Could I do an Arcana check on the guy?
Yeah, sure.
Like what's his deal? I want to know.
What's his deal?
I want to know what's his deal.
Yeah,
12
vibe check.
5
12.
check. 12 for 5 check.
You get a big like magical energy from this guy, big time. Like there's like a spell type of thing happening here. Like you're like, is this even a dude?
Yeah. Okay.
Can I try to like reach out and swipe my hand through him, see if he's like physical?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I do that then.
Yeah, connects with his shoulder.
Ooh! Why are you sweaty? What?
I've been here for a long time. It gets a little hot. I'm sorry.
What do you do? Do you have a Daikinari?
A what?
Guys, he doesn't even have a Daikinari.
What's
I
the
have an
Daikinari?
expansive knowledge on many topics. It goes on for volumes and volumes. But I have never, ever heard what the hell you just said.
You have a name, sir? Like what can we call you?
The Threshold.
The Threshold.
He's
Cold
already
fresh.
said that.
That's kind of metal. Fresh.
I thought you said that like you as a collective were the threshold. Is this a they them scenario, or is this like?
It's true. I said we earlier, and it's true that I have gone on to mess up my pronouns. I did mean to continue saying we, but I said I a few times. So now I'm in a strange spot. My own improv has ruined my character.
I'm sorry.
What's that? The fourth wall. It's breaking. Very strange. The challenges are very difficult. One will test the wits. One will test the heart.
But you like know like everything, right? Guys, what's something you ever wanted to know? Like what's like a question?
What do we get if we finish these challenges? Do we get the wish that like we've heard about?
You will find what it is you seek.
All right, so it's like so it's like one of those funny little like balls with like the things inside, and it's like you will get what you like one of those like but like
I'm happy to look. I am happy to like do these challenges, but I swear to God, if this is some stupid the thing you were looking for was the friendship you made along the way thing, I will kill one of you.
Yeah, we already have that anyway. Like we don't need it, right, Becky? Right, Becky?
Exactly.
I love you, bestie.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's
and then
go.
she starts storming out the room. towards the
Yeah,
challenges.
Becky, wait, can you hold my hand?
challenges.
It's kind of like, can you hold my hand? It's kind of dark. Like, wait.
Quarry
You know I don't
and
like
Willa,
touching.
what are you guys
gonna-
doing?
Quickly ask the threshold, and like, are these solo challenges, or is it like, if we go in, is it each individual person does something different, or do we do it all together?
That's a good question.
It's a group effort.
Uh-oh.
I think when Willow hears that, she's like, "Oh, I don't want to, Corian."
You see Becky like stop in place and turn around and be like, "Are you telling me that I have to take these along with me?"
Yeah, these along with me.
Yes.
The delivery of that made me chuckle.
Oh my god.
You know, Rebecca, you could just like leave if you don't want to work with us, man. Like your vibe's really bringing me down.
Becky, you just gonna take that? Becky, you just gonna take that?
Like, why is she? Does she always do that around you? She's like a
What,
broken
be like a
record,
girl
dude.
boss?
No, you're like a
what are you trying
broken
to say?
record. Like,
I don't think
say
I
the
have
same.
to. I don't think I have to stoop to your level.
Okay,
Hey, Quinn.
that's a good one. What'd you say? That's like a person's name, you know? Are you trying to say queen?
It's happening. Quen is happening.
I don't think it's
get with
happening.
it. It's
It's-
happening.
Stop trying to make it happen.
Prim, I've just ignore her. She's not. She tries. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, okay. It's short. Yeah, whatever. I'll just
Can we just look? Can we just do these challenges? I'm sure that
Let's go.
with our powers combined, we can get through them. Let's just do it.
You're so right, Becky. Yeah, come on, let's go. Come on, guys, let's go.
Put my hand on Willow's shoulder and just be like,
Oh.
as long as we stick together, we'll pull this group through.
Yeah. No, I believe in
We
us.
got
I feel
this,
like, yeah, we got this. We got this fist bump. Hell yeah.
Becky, I think as long as we stick together, we got this.
Yeah. I just do what I ask, and we'll
Yeah.
get through this fine. Yeah.
Anything you say, babe. I mean, yeah, anything you say, Becky.
So we go. Yeah.
You
I
head in?
think. Yep. Let's do it.
Right.
I-
So you leave the
I-
threshold behind. No one has anything to say.
Oh, can I say bye?
Yeah, of course.
Threshold. You're kind of freaky, but like, see ya.
I'm gonna bring you back a dictionary.
What is that? I still don't
A
know.
book with words in it. It's like a book with words in it. Like you
Oh.
book, you book, I book, we book. Come on, get with it.
We don't
Every
book.
book has words. What do you mean? That's what a book is.
Yeah, but it's like all the words.
I need to
like
go
it's...
back to sitting and thinking. Please go
Bye,
to the
Threshold.
challenges.
Bye.
Goodbye.
I love you, miss you.
I now understand. I now understand why it's so much fun playing a Taya for you. I really do. Like,
Okay, you enter a large stone chamber. There's rough hewn stone pillars holding up the ceiling, and they surround a central lowered platform that descends 3 steps from the entrance. Just ahead of the entrance is a raised dais, and sitting on the dais is a round object. What do you do?
can I have a look around the room? See if there's a round object on a dais in the middle. Is there anything else in the room at all? Like, can I make a perception or investigation or something?
Absolutely, you can. Give us a roll.
Lovely. What do I want to use? Let's use investigation because I have a -1 perception.
Nice.
That's a 7.
What were you looking for specifically with the 7?
I think I was more just looking for more things. It said it was going to test our wits, so I'm looking for like a puzzle or something like that.
Okay. So yeah, you definitely don't look at like the dais in the center of the room with
No,
the round object on it. You're like
it's
way
too
over at
obvious.
the stone hewn pillars, and you're like, something about these. This is what it is, gang.
Guys, I'm telling you, there is something to do with these pillars. I am sure that there's like a symbol or a secret latch or something like that. Just help me search.
Um, okay. Where do you want me to go?
Just go to one of the other pillars.
Okay.
God.
Can I go and hit one of the pillars?
Yeah, sure. What are you going to hit it with?
What can I hit
Just
it
your
with?
hand?
Can I magic missile 3 of the pillars?
Sure. Why not?
Okay.
So first, like obviously, we need that wild magic surge roll
Okay.
first. So what is it? It's a D20. You get a 1. A surge happens. Is that the rule?
Isn't it a D100?
No,
Oh wait, yeah,
D100
yeah.
is the table, and then
Yeah.
D20 it's a 1.
Yeah.
And we'll keep Jacob's house rule as well there, and we'll keep incrementally increasing by 1 every time you don't hit it.
Okay. Great. So I'm just rolling flat D20.
Yeah, it gives a D20.
Great. It's an 8.
It's an 8. So no wild magic surge.
Yay.
It's a 1 or a 2.
Yay. Great.
So yeah, magic missile is just like you shoot off the amount of projectiles, which I think is 3, and
It's
they
3, yes.
they definitely hit. So because you're just firing these at random objects, does it do a certain amount of d6 of damage?
1d4.
1d4,
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah, it gives it. Just roll 1d4 so we can
Oh,
see.
plus 4. Okay, let's go. That is 2. What is that?
2 damage.
Okay, 2 damage.
That's per missile.
Yeah.
Per missile.
Were they all going to different pillars?
Yeah, I was going like 1, 2, 3 just to see if I could, I guess, shatter the integrity of the room.
Okay, cool. So yeah, these are pretty big, like stone pillars. So it's just like, and they're like, and like bits of stone sort of like comes off. Very
Becky's
cosmetic damage to this thing.
Becky spins around and is like, Prim, I said look at them. Oh my god, do I have to do everything for you?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I thought you said like shoot them. Sorry. I just misheard you. Well, actually, in my Daikin area, like shoot and look are like very close to each other. So like I was just I was using my book knowledge. I was using my book. I'll like go look now. Though I understand what you mean now.
All right.
Oh my
What is
God,
everyone else doing while this is happening? Quarantine, what are you up to?
Oh, elbow Willow. It's like, yeah, Becky, Primrose, you guys look over there, and we'll look over here, and I'll elbow Willow and be like, by the sphere, be kind of like,
Yeah.
can you do your magic stuff on that? Because I'm pretty sure that's the answer there.
Oh, okay. I mean, like, yeah, it seems pretty obvious. I don't know what's going on over there. Is she? Oh my God, is that a missile? Oh, shit.
I don't know where
excuse
they're
me.
attacking it.
I don't know either. I feel like the structural integrity of this room might break if she keeps doing that.
If we just let them do their thing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do it really quick before maybe we'll. Okay.
Go.
Do you reckon? Could I choose investigation or Arcana? What do you reckon, Check? What would work better in this context?
I reckon Arcana probably makes more sense. Like, are you specifically trying to look at the orb?
Or big orb.
Yep, big orb.
Yeah, big orb.
Give us a roll.
All right, 20.
Hey, good
30,
roll.
20. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, first of all, as you approach the orb, what you see without the roll is it's made by like a type of stone, metal, and glass. It's perfectly spherical. It's about the size of like a medium-sized potted plant. If you were to pick it up into your arms, you would need to use both arms to do so. And with that great roll there, I'll let you know a couple of things. So first, I'll say you sense a big, powerful, magical energy emanating from the object. And then the second thing that you notice with that great roll is you think this is some type of powerful, magical item that was definitely created by a person. Is what you think.
Okay. Yeah, she's gonna look at Corin and she goes, Yeah, so I feel like it's really obvious, but this is just like fully just like magic, man. I'm feeling the mana, feeling the energy.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know what to do with it, not gonna lie, but like someone definitely made this. It's really cool, actually.
Would you guys come help look at these pillars? Oh my God. We
Rebecca,
have to do everything.
I really don't think it's the pillars, dude. Like,
I guess I'll humor you. And
yeah,
she walks over to have a look as well.
Yeah, I will follow Becky.
Okay, great. So yeah, you guys come over, and Willow, do you relay the information that you've figured out to the rest of the crew?
to the other two, I think she'll keep it a lot more vague. Sorry, guys. I love you. She
Sorry.
doesn't.
No, so do we like just break it or
Don't-
Oh,
something?
guys,
Don't
I have a
break
great
it.
idea. Hold on.
No, okay. If you do another one of your missiles, I might actually like cry, dude. Please don't do that.
Are you
This is
gonna
like
cry? Because you're a
yeah,
baby? Are you
no,
afraid?
this is like
Becky, Willow's afraid.
Prim, wait, I already told you not to shoot things. Were you going to shoot that again? That's what I thought. So, Willow,
hi.
what do you think?
I don't know what she thinks. I'm not smart enough to play a wizard. I don't know why I did this.
Actually, according to my spellbook.
She's actually gonna pull out her spell book and she kind of clips through it and she goes, yeah, I have no idea. This is not in here. There's no like big orb. I mean, there's small orbs, not big ones.
Are you sure you're using the right word? Like, are you looking in the right word?
It's an orb.
Yeah, but it like could be like a big basketball or something. You don't know.
She looks back at the thing made up. What was it? Metal, glass,
Stone, metal, and glass.
stone, metal, and glass. She looks at it. She looks at Primrose and she goes, "Nah, dude, I don't think it's a basketball."
Can we take it off the pedestal? Can I go on like, what if we like, what if
Yeah,
it's like basketball?
Actually, yeah, Prim, go lift that up, bring that up, like, bring it over.
Okay, I'll go do it. All right, I'll go and try and grab it, I guess, and take it off its pedestal.
Okay, great. So you're picking up
great.
the orb.
I touched the orb. Does David Bowie appear?
A new hand touches the beacon.
Okay, great. Love this.
Oh, guys, I think I hear something.
So you take the orb into your arms and you lift it off, and everything in your vision ripples before you, basically. And all of a sudden, the room looks the same, but different. There's grey portals leaking in from everywhere, showing that same grey void that you saw in the previous room. And everything seems small. And then you realize things aren't small. You're huge. And as you make this realization, you feel the power inside your body and the rage inside you at being ignored. And you thrash and you writhe around and the walls crash and people fall under the rocks. And eventually, after you've destroyed everything, you find yourself in a grey void with your huge form just suspended with nothing in reach. You're helpless despite your power. You've pushed everything away. Ooh, what does that mean? Find out in part 2 of this very special bonus campaign, The Heart's Desire, right here next Tuesday on the Sounds Like Adventure podcast feed.